SirMalagant. This is the final game for them this season. As far as records, let's see. How are these guys doing? SirMalagant came in second last year in the league, but he's having a subpar year. He's at 3-7, while JDON is also at 3-7. So this is the battle of the 3-7s. I would say they're pretty close as far as skill level, especially playtime. JDON just started playing again. SirMalagant is also getting back into it in time for the playoffs. This is the last game before the playoffs. And so I expect a very even game here. But I think as the game progresses to the mid game, SirMalagant should take an edge. He's very used to playing Zerg. He actually played a lot of Zerg, thousands of games with yours truly. So he's very used to the fast-paced Zerg style that I like to bring. JDON relies on lots of lings or lots of roaches, so we'll see what kind of style he brings here and what SirMalagant will do. It looks like it'll be a fast expand or maybe a cannon expand. I don't think he's gonna cannon rush. He doesn't have a probe headed there. JDON is correctly going up towards the let's see where this guy's going, towards this side of the map, but it depends if he's gonna scout the expansion first or just kind of move it so that he sees a probe coming. But as any Zerg knows, sneaky Protosses know how to move that probe so that it misses, the overlords. Anyway, JDON is expanding first, so it's a hatch first for him. SirMalagant's being safe, making the anti-6 pool forge first, and then a pylon at home. So in case he sees 6 pool coming, he can let that be lost, and then he'll make a cannon at home. But obviously, it's the opposite of 6 pool. It's a fast expand for JDON here. He just throws his pool pretty late, of course, right at the 15-16 mark. So it's pretty safe for SirMalagant to expand. In fact, he could probably still cannon rush if he wants to. He's gonna hang out here, and he's thinking about it. He puts his Nexus first, so it's not a strong cannon rush. He's just gonna test them out. He doesn't have a ton of minerals to throw around. Of course, JDON suspects this already and pulls a couple of drones and 2 more. One to chase the probe, one to start attacking this pylon. He should probably cancel this now. No, he's gonna let it finish. So he's gonna go with this cannon rush, which should go down pretty fast. He doesn't really have a whole lot of minerals to throw around here. I mean, he has 300. He still has to throw a cannon at home. So he's just elects to just check the rest of the base up, and he probably will die to the lings. So all in all, a win for JDON here. He had the fast expand going. He didn't overmake lings. He only made 2. He's gonna kill this pylon. He killed the probe. He killed a warping cannon. I don't know if that was cancelled or not. So it's a win for JDON here, and you can see that he has 23 drones versus 16, and so he's gonna take a pretty good lead here. He's also gonna take his 3rd, so JDON is playing this really well, really well. What we have here for SirMalagant is the cyber in the back of the base, so Zerg can't tell if he's chronoing that warp gate tech or not. So he's gonna look around and see what he can see. He sees the 2 gates. He's gonna avoid that cannon. Let's try to kill something. Nope, he still hasn't lost. So overall, a perfect game from JDON here. Not one loss so far. He's gonna try to get away from this zealot. He's gonna push him back, which is fine. Zealot thinks the better of it and goes home. There's two other friends for Zerglings to that can take care of one Zealot, but not two. SirMalagant is not chronoing. Warp Gate Tech. Here's the gas for JDON. A little late, but not terribly late. Third gas for SirMalagant. He's pooling a few Zealots here, and JDON can see that. And you can see the gas being taken, so he doesn't know if it's 3 gas or 4 gas right now. What JDON needs to do here is get that speed up soon. He's not going to be able to defend with slowlings, number one. And if this is some sort of tech play with DTs or Oracle, he needs to be prepared for that as well. It's actually going to be a Roach. SirMalagant pretty far behind as far as drone and probe count. Drone versus probe count. 46 to 29. Typically, SirMalagant is great with his probing ability. You know, he probes up pretty well. And here, JDON is probing really well. I'm very, very impressed. I mean, I've seen many games of him where he doesn't, you know, drone up properly. I keep saying probe and drone, but anyway, they're interchangeable if you're listening to my cast. JDON isn't confident he can hold any early pressure here, so he puts 2 spines. I love that idea. He's making more and more lings. Speed is gonna be done in about 10-15 seconds. He needs another spine here, and he's doing that already. Overall, a great game for JDON. He sees what's incoming. He's going to try to surround it. And here goes. No force field spent just yet. Pretty good exchange here for JDON because he wipes out the force. If he can kill these... oh, there's more coming though. If he can kill these sentries, it's a big win for him. SirMalagant won't do much anymore, especially with these spines. And that threat has been averted. And actually 54 to 37 probe drone to probe count. I don't like this exchange. He didn't micro, but he has a lot more here, so he's gonna fool SirMalagant to thinking he can push out there, and these roaches are gonna greet him. SirMalagant's gonna go see if he can swing by on the other side, see if he can do some sort of flank here. JDON needs to clear that side. SirMalagant's reaching a point here where he's kind of like on a one base all in if he keeps up with this pressure, if he keeps making troops and not expand here. So I'd be careful if I was him. JDON has suffered a little bit as far as drone count here. He hasn't really droned as much. He's adding a couple more, which is good. But he's being ultra defensive, but he's not clearing out these pylons. So there's 1, 2, 3 nearby. He hasn't cleared anything yet. Okay, he's gonna clear this. Oh, he backs off. He's gonna send a couple just to check. Nothing there. Then he'll clear that guy. But he's actually going around on the side. So if SirMalagant cleans this up and kills that and gets away scot-free, or most of his forces, he's back in the game as far as, you know, not being way behind. He's 65, 62, 45. Okay, so JDON sees the forces over there. Let's see if he can hold this. I think he can. He just has to keep reinforcing. I don't think SirMalagant can replenish that much. He is making extra gateways here. And here's the big battle. It's all up to the force fields. I don't like how he moved these spines just to die. That's not very good. And he backs off. He should have killed these sentries. So he is with those bad trades. Very, very bad trades. He didn't really do any damage. Now he's going to lose the space. So at the very least, get out of there now and regroup here. And SirMalagant will probably back off. I don't think he'll push in. I don't think he should. He did his job. The game is now, I guess, even. He killed a lot of units too. It's risky for him to go through with this. I don't think it's a good idea. No cancel here on this. Let's go on Hydras. I missed that one. Very powerful Hydras. Doesn't his creep spread is non-existent. He has no creep spread. So, you know, he droned really well in the beginning. He didn't handle that push at all properly, and he's not spreading creep. Okay, I don't think he'll die here. That's a fake Colossi. I wouldn't bother with that. I don't think he knows that. But I think he's going to clean this up. And this is going to be a good win for him if he cleans this up. Should, with reinforcements. Backs off. Back off to the cover of spines. And he'll be okay. More and more are coming, actually. This game could go from bad to worse. And he even screwed up. He has 2 upgrades on this one evolution chamber. If he loses that, that's double whammy. Oh, there you go. Alright, now he's way behind. I'm sorry to say. Even though the drone count says he's not, you know, even though the army count says he's not, I think he's way behind. He kind of like handled this sloppily. He had a nice big lead. He's gonna rebuild his evolution chamber here. He needs to rebuild another queen here for injects. And he needs to have a nice concave here when he engages. If he crushes this force, he's gonna take the lead, in my opinion, because SirMalagant hasn't expanded yet. But it's all about this battle right here. And he certainly has enough, especially with this Immortal dying. He's gonna chase him, kind of. Half-hearted chase him. He needs to establish that 3rd base ASAP. He backs off. Oh, and the reason he backs off is because of this excellent War Prism drop. He's gonna lose this Infestor bit and loses that upgrading, you know, for the Swarm Host. Not good at all. So that's at least 3 upgrades he's lost. That was researching, so that's just gone. Period. He hasn't dispatched, he hasn't gotten rid of that War Prism yet. He doesn't know it's there. His Overlord spread is pretty bad. He can still lose this with great force fields. This is a 2 base versus 2 base game right now, which of course favors Protoss. Because I think they can do better on 1 less base than the Zerg. Especially if they're very efficient with these force fields. JDON still has the, you know, the supply lead. The drone count is even now though. He does have the army count. He's upgrading. So, oh man, those upgrades really could have made a big difference for him. He's going Swarm Host, which I don't think he... Oh, he has the money. He just doesn't have the gas. Where's he going? Okay, so he's spreading his forces. Gonna check out. This, you know, gonna see. He's gonna be shocked to see no expansion from Protoss. He thinks he's way behind. At least he has a couple of Swarm Hosts here. Oh no. He still hasn't cleaned up that. He's gonna lose his Roach Warren, which is really bad. He needs gas, but he hasn't gotten the gas. Here, he's gonna lose more units here. Really bad. And then you can see a flank here on the other side as he goes into base. Let's see, he needs to borrow this Swarm Host. $10 says he won't borrow it in time. He's just gonna be all razzled, dazzled, frazzled. Yep. Like I said, that won $10. He doesn't borrow it in time. He's gonna lose this base. He didn't even dispatch that. He's gonna be locked out. Terrible. Excellent first half of the game, and terrible second half of the game for JDON. As he goes down to 24 drones. If he wipes out this army, you know, he has a prayer. But short of that, he's pretty much out of the game. You know, those Swarmos are cool, but he's not rich enough gas-wise to... Well, actually, you know what? He has 4,000 freaking minerals. If I was him, I'd throw down like 5 hatcheries. Try to catch up here and snipe this Mothership core. He's gonna do just that, and then he should chase. or at least lay down a bunch of command centers here. SirMalagant still hasn't gotten his third, so until he gets his third running, and you know, it's such a huge bank for JDON, he's not out of the game. He has free swarm host, so he has to trade efficiently. Colossi is coming though, but only one observer for SirMalagant. He still hasn't gotten rid of this War Prism after all that time. He should know it's still there. I would have left a couple of Hydralisks here, but here's the Swarm Host Harass, which is good. Kills one Stalker, almost gets a second. Here's the pesky Zealot. Warping, just gonna wipe out the Hydralisk den. Not that that Hydralisk den is important at this point, because, you know, it's Colossi. This is what's important, the third base. Third base is what's really important. Look, he just backs off. He needs to really leave, not static defense, but maybe like the rest of his Hydralisk back there. He still has a ton of minerals, that's the good news, but he's only dropped one. Oh man, and this is really a killer. 18 SCVs. Yeah, this game, I'll call it now, it's over. You know, I know he has 3,000 minerals, but I don't think he knows what to do with 3,000 minerals. You know what you do with them? Make a bunch of hatcheries. That's what you need to do with them, and get your gas count up. Spend the rest of your gas on swarm hosts and then just keep pushing him back. That's what you need to do. Don't think he knows that. He doesn't have enough here to take on this force. Where's the swarm host? Did he move him? Oh, there it is. They're actually not in a good spot. He sees the force there. He might actually lose all this. He can't afford to lose any more units. He's gonna lose that. He's done there. Alright, and he might actually lose his whole force here if he doesn't watch it. Ooh, this is a good time to hit that. It kind of went the wrong way. He's not paying attention. He gets away. Pretty terrible. Pretty terrible to let that go. That's a golden opportunity to cut the Colossi count in half. And I don't know what he was looking at, because it's not like he had to micro these guys. Now he does, but he's just gonna lose all of them now. They're trapped. They're dead. He gets a Stalker for his trouble, though. He doesn't even get the probe, but he gets a Stalker for his trouble. This is gonna be game. That's it. SirMalagant wins, goes to 4-7, and JDON ends the season at 3-8. As far as standings, that means SirMalagant and JDON, nothing happens to the standing. They're still 9 and 10. 9th and 10th place. Alright guys, talk to you soon.